Imagine standing by the edge of a river, the water whispering secrets as it brushes past the stones. My name's not important, but the story I'm about to share is one that echoes the depths of human choice and resilience. It was a cold, gray morning, much like any other in the small village where I grew up in China. But for one elderly man, this day was unlike any other. At the edge of the river stood my grandfather, a figure etched with the wisdom of years and the burden of an impossible decision. In one hand, he held a letter from his daughter, now living in a far-off city. She wrote of new opportunities, of a life that could ease the burdens of age and solitude. In her words lay an invitation to leave everything behind, his home, his memories, and the river he so loved. In his other hand, clutched as if holding on to the last leaf of autumn, was a photograph of my grandmother. She had passed away years ago, but her spirit, like the river's current, flowed strong through the veins of our family. She had loved this place with a fierce passion, and my grandfather had promised to never leave it. There he stood, a man torn between the future and the past, between promises made and opportunities given. The river, a silent witness to his turmoil, flowed ceaselessly, indifferent to human sorrow or joy. What would you do? Would you choose the promise of a new beginning, or the loyalty to past commitments? My grandfather's choice was not made lightly. He believed that every leaf that falls to the ground nourishes the soil it lands on, just as every choice we make nourishes the future we will live. As the sun finally broke through the clouds, casting a golden glow over the river, my grandfather made his decision. With a deep breath that seemed to carry the weight of his years, he tucked the photograph into his pocket, close to his heart, and turned towards home. He chose to stay, to honor the love and life he had built by the river. In that moment, he taught me that sometimes the hardest choices are not about what we leave behind, but what we decide to carry forward. As the river continues to flow, so do our stories, our choices, and our lives. And just like the river, our stories are not meant to be forgotten, but to be told, to inspire, and to remind us of the strength that lies in choosing with the heart. Thank you for listening to this tale of love, choice, and legacy. What would you have done in his place? Let me know in the comments below, and if this story touched you, consider sharing it with someone who needs a little reminder of the power of heartfelt decisions. Until next time, keep making choices that nourish your future.